A yak meadow, a steep climb and an icy lake. We're hiking in northern Yunnan right here on Drone and Phone. Well, welcome to another episode of our Yunnan adventures. We're in a place called Abuji and we're about to go on a 9k hike with about 600 meters of elevation. How are you feeling?
Yeah, not too bad. It looks pretty imposing from here, but it also looks like it's going to be an absolute stunner.
Let me just turn around to give you a quick look at where we're going. We're going up there. There's going to be a beautiful lake, hopefully, and hopefully some nice hiking as well. So let's get going.
I'm looking forward to it.
Nestled between the Tibetan Plateau and the deep gorges of the Yangtze and Mekong rivers is one of China's most spectacular outdoor adventure destinations, northern Yunnan. Towering snow-capped peaks dominate the skyline, while dramatic gorges offer world-class trekking along cliffs and rushing rivers. We know it's not easy to self-organise your own trips into remote areas of the Chinese mainland, so in this series we guide you through 8 amazing hikes that all start and finish at a comfortable bed for the night. For this series, I'm along with an old friend, Andy Jameson, now a regular fixture on Drone and Phone and always up for an adventure. From the Tiger Leaping Gorge, we've driven 100 kilometres north to the city of Shangri-La, where we slept last night and have arisen early to drive a further 50 kilometres to the starting point of the Abuji Lake hike. We get out the car and set off on foot. Be aware there is a charge to get into the area that you should check with your guide before you set off. Well, we start at 3,600 metres and after a short flat bit we're starting to climb and you really feel it. Feels like you're diving into cold water, eh, Andy?
It really does. It takes your breath away a little bit and just have to go steady and get that breath into a stable position, I think, and then keep on going. It's not too bad as long as you take it easy and nice and gentle.
Now we've got 2 others hiking with us. We have a guide, Bardan, who's with us just for today, and our driver has decided to join us because it's out and back. So Xiao Wang, our driver, geez, I can hardly talk, is going to be joining us today. Abuji Lake sits in a natural amphitheatre formed by glacial activity surrounded by rugged snow-capped peaks. The lower elevations are dominated by thick forests of fir trees and vibrant rhododendrons, which are readying to bloom as we pass by.
Well, we started off at 3,600 metres and already I'm feeling the air a little bit thin, so just starting off a little bit gentle. Went through a couple of meadows, which is beautiful. Now into the woods, and it looks like we have about a kilometre and a half maybe of relatively gentle upslope, but relatively gentle, and then I think the assault begins.
Well, we're really lucky with the weather today because we woke up, it was cloudy, low cloud that was covering the mountains, and the forecast wasn't good, but it's so far, as seems to be our luck on this trip, the weather has changed just before we set off, and now look at it, absolutely beautiful. Although it can get muddy in places, the first section of this walk is along a well-established path which brings you to a large yak meadow and the point at which the path thins and starts to climb. Well, I've just put the drone up, and in my estimation, in the next kilometre we have to ascend 500 metres. So it's a brutal straight up. So this is where the hard work starts. We've done 1.75 so far, and we've got about 4.5 to do. So I think after the next kilometre it's going to get a lot easier as we make our way over to the lake, which seems to be a drop down. The climb is short but steep with occasional natural features to keep you going.
A beautiful mountain stream. Look at this. Not too far to go now as well. God, it's gorgeous.
I'll try and explain a little bit about how this works. So we basically came from the road, which you can see right over there, and then there's a relatively easy flat part all the way down to this meadow down below me here. Then there's a straight up that brings you up to where we are here. And if I turn around, you're going to see from this part, you're going to, again, but on a better gradient, you're going to slowly go up and through that little gully there where you're going to end up at the lake. So really 3 stages: flat, steep, and then half steep till you get to the lake. The route transitions from dense forest to high altitude meadows dotted with wild flowers and grasses as you slowly ascend. I've got to say, this is quite dramatic mountain territory. We've got just about everything. We've got these dramatic cliffs right behind me here, looking up there, just towering over us, and down below we're on a waterfall coming down on the right hand side as we walk along this path. It is really quite spectacular, very alpine but beautiful, and so far it's not been too hard, but that may be just because we're acclimatizing.
Well, this last little bit, the push to the top, I've got to say is very steep indeed. We've had some really steep bits, some very steep bits, and then this bit, which is, oh my goodness. Oh, we're getting there, look.
So this is the top, I think, as high as we go, and we're going to see the lake below us. There we go, look at that. And there she is, Abuji. After taking some pictures, we walk down to the lake and shoot some more pictures.
There's fewer, more beautiful sights in the world. Abuji Lake, 4,200 meters, 13,000 feet. Wow.
From the lake, it's a straight back the way we came. And as we turn around, the weather takes a turn as well. Just as we leave and start making our way back, we're doing a straight back. There's 2 ways you can do this. There's a 20k hike that will take you a long way, an easier way, not much more altitude, to the lake, and then down this way. Or there's just a 9k, which we're doing, which is straight up and straight down. But as I said, the people who are doing the 20k, we could see them on the ridge coming down, and they're going to be arriving just as this hailstorm starts, so they're not going to get the same experience. I think the lesson really is to try to get to your destination in Yunnan as early as you can, because it's likely, or we found, if it is going to rain and hail, it'll happen later in the day. The way down is short and steep, but gives a different view of the valley below. On the way down, we follow the group we met at the top, who have a brilliant idea for all hikers. So this lovely lady here is picking up rubbish as she goes down. What a wonderful person, making the nature beautiful again. Thank you, thank you. Back to the car, we drive back the way we came, this time stopping off to enjoy the blooming flowers that populate the roadside meadows. Well, that's the end of this episode. 9 kilometers today, not as hard, or we didn't find it as hard as the previous hikes, but no less spectacular. How was it for you, Andy?
Well, I really enjoyed it. It's quite flat through this yak meadow, and then it gets very, very steep up, and then it gets so tolerable towards the top. I really enjoyed it, and the view at the top, spectacular.
Yeah, it's really quite something. Now, if you're finding this for the first time, you're going to find all of our other Yunnan episodes and plenty more on our website at droneandphone.com, and also on our YouTube channel. But for now, we've got about, what, 1 kilometer to go. So not so tired, DJ.
I'm pretty happy, Andy J.
And this is Drone and Phone. So,
So here we are, and well, the guide here has bought this heart rate monitor, so I've just put it on just to check my heart rate, and let's have a look what it says. Oh, it says great looking guy, should be in the movies.